And finally, I would like to remind you the use of the chat as the best tool for share your questions and doubts about the contents of the presentations, and as a very good tool for to do networking and look for potential partners, or to give your to publish, or to give to show your company or your organization in order to do this matchmake with other companies and organizations that are on participating in this call. So now I think I'm going to start with the presentation. Athusi, if you can share the screen. The first point that I would like to is that we are going to do is a brief introduction about the Euroclusters, the Euroclusters call, in which we are involved in one of them. Then, pues, in second, I'm going to show with you or to share with you the main goals of the Ingenious projects, and present the consortium that is involved in this project. And finally, my colleague Azucena Jimenez will present the innovation grants and how the submission process. And finally, we will open the room for all your questions about and doubts about this call. Okay. Firstly, I would like to introduce the Euroclusters. Euroclusters is a new funding opportunity that the European Commission launched in the year before. In September 2022, the 30 Euroclusters were launched in different industrial ecosystems. As you can see, there are some in some these 30 projects are working in the different industrial ecosystem that goes from textile, tourings, electronics, renewable energies, or aerospace, among others. And in our case, the our Ingenious project is focused especially in energy intensive industries in the number 7. As you can push in energy intensive industries. The idea that this project pursued is to be a tool for streamline to get closer the funding opportunities that European Commission is offering for SMEs, trying to decrease the bureaucracy needed for participating in this kind of project, and with a special focus in specific subjects and specific topics in which the European Commission is special interested in developing, no? While trying to spread the funding possibilities to the SMEs as the first approach for this kind of the European funds, no? The first approach to get funding projects. The Ingenious Consortium is composed by four clusters, 4 European clusters. The cluster coordinator is Mazovia Cluster ICT from Poland. From Germany, Baltic Plasmatech is the second of the members of this consortium. Nanoprogress, the nanotechnology cluster from Czech Republic, is the third cluster. And finally, Meta Industry 4 is the fourth member of this consortium in this project. Ingenious Eurocluster is focused in these 3 kinds of actions in order to promote the participation of SMEs: innovation, training and internationalization. 75% of the budget allocated for this project is the direct funding for SMEs, especially through innovation grants that we are going to explain to all of you the rules to apply or to submit for this funding. Training skills that next week will open the call and the possibilities to get funding and participating in the wide range of training offer that we are promoting through our webpage. And finally, the third possibility for SMEs is the access to internationalization grants, in which we will promote the participation of companies in different internationalization activities. This both internationalization and training grants will be published and we will inform next 31st of May in the same time that we are doing the same schedule that we are doing today for the innovation grants. So this is a brief introduction about the project, about the focus in which our project is addressed. As I mentioned at the beginning, the Eurocluster INGENIOUS is focused on in promote and give support to companies or to SMEs in the energy intensive industries ecosystem, trying to follow the six main specific objectives pursued by the European Commission, that is improve the resilience of the industrial ecosystem, developing the value chains interlinkage in the EU single market, to build the capacity in the most critical supplies and technologies in this ecosystem, encourage the adoption of the process adoption and technologies to reinforce the transformation into a greener and more digital economy, train to foster up and reskilling of the workforce whilst attracting talents, go international to boost access to global supply and value chains, and finally outreach to attract economic actors, mainly SMEs, beyond Eurocluster's locations. With the event of today, we want to encourage all of you to submit your projects, to submit your ideas of this call, that we are sure that it will be really interesting for all of you in order to boost your projects. Now, I would like to give the floor to my colleague Azucena Jimenez, that is the project manager of Meta Industry for Cluster, and she is in charge of the presentation of presenting today all the details of the innovation grants of Eurocluster INGENIOUS. Azucena, the floor is yours.
If you don't mind, my name is Mariusz Stachim, Mazowiecki Cluster, Key National Cluster. Can I make some addresses ad vocem?
I think that the moment is at the end of the presentation, if you don't mind, or using
but
the chat.
It is, from my point of view, it is important to make sure that we understand each other. I admire your job, admire the job of our consortium. I would like to just underline one thought, that last year I've been traveling around the world, including Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Pakistan, Lebanon. So
sorry, I think that it's better at the end of the presentation. If you don't mind, we have an schedule with an agenda with the project, and finally we will have all the time that you need to explore, to explain your needs and thoughts about the information. But now we have 45 people attending to the event, so we should to follow the agenda if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. After it's your time.
Yeah, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm gonna um thanks Jose Ramon for your kind introduction. I'm gonna explain and disseminate all the information that we have about the innovation grants. So I will go through the requirements, beneficiaries, and I will try to guide you to focus on a potential proposal that you have for submit in the innovation grants. So let me show you the web page of INGENIOUS project, in which, as you can see there, you have all the link to the innovation grant information in the app site. So there you will have all the information that I'm gonna disseminate. But I will go step by step, just for clarify all the steps that you have to go from the very beginning till you submit your proposal. Okay. So sorry. So the innovation grants is the tool we have for funding innovative projects in which SMEs will collaborate each other towards solutions for the digital and green transition in Europe. The area that we are focusing these proposals are the energy intensive industries area. And at the end, we have a budget of 1 million euros. So we will be able to fund 6 to 9 projects, innovative projects. And the idea of European Union is to give us resilience and try to leave the dependency that we have from other countries that are not in Europe. So there you can see the link to the INGENIOUS cluster webpage, and well, you have all the information about the innovation grants. So the target, so in the area of the energy intensive industries, we have defined 7 different targets. You can see them here. Sorry. So towards safer and more efficient energy transition and the ensurement of energy supply, for instance, with the when we are talking about hydrogen, development of advanced materials leading to competitive higher sustainability and digitalization. I would like to go deep in one of you will have all this information with more detail in the guide for applicants, but for instance, if you want, I will go in the challenge 2, that advanced materials leading to competitive higher sustainability and digitalization. I can go more in detail. For instance, some um, challenge, some points that you can take is, for instance, creating new products from alternative resources, reusing existing materials as byproducts of residues from production processes and or advanced materials development, and so on. So in the guide for applicants, you will have definitely more in detail, more better description of this target, of this challenge. Then you move to technology improvement and or product innovation for digital or green transition, efficient and sustainable decarbonization processes, closing loops for efficient and sustainable process innovation, and finally, new to firm solutions and business strategies to face the challenge to overcome the European Union external dependence. So the proposals can be either affordable, clean, and efficient technology solutions, or service innovation, production lines development or improvement, around innovation in energy efficiency, in hydrogen, in renewable energies, and about the development of new business models or even ideas for opening new markets. Please take into account that the project duration is of 1 year, so 12 months projects. The maturity of the proposals of the projects innovation must be between TRL level of 6 to 9. So technology demonstrated in relevant environment, for instance, industrial, system prototypes, demonstration in operational environment, system complete and qualified, or actual system proven in operational environment or in space. Concerning the funding, maximum funding that you can apply for per SME is 60,000 euros. Please take into account that in this 60,000 euros have applied 250 pounds for a resilience training. The maximum funding per project is 180,000 euros. The type of financial support is lump sum, that meaning that you don't have to justify with invoices or bills any of your costs. You just have to describe the budget that when you apply in the application form, but finally you will not have to justify any cost. And the payments are approved to be 50% at the very beginning when you sign your grant agreement, 25% after 6 months, so just in the middle of the development of the project with the validation intermediate report, and 25% remaining at the end with a final report and that we will have to validate. So who can apply? SMEs, just SMEs can apply in consortia of 2 to 3 SMEs. The consortia can be national or international, but we always highly encourage to form an international consortia because we think there are many benefits on it. The restriction about nationality of SMEs, they has to be EU members, Ukraine also, and in the case that we are talking about non-EU countries, then you have here in this link the listed EEA or associated countries to the COSME and also Hungary with restrictions. The SMEs must be in the framework of the energy intensive industry field, can be also ICT companies, consultancy, engineer, metal, building. So there is a wide range of companies that can be really here in the INGENIOUS. One of the SMEs must be a challenge owner, another one must be a solution provider, and if the case of 3 SMEs consortia, then the third SMEs can be either another challenge owner or another solution provider. In the other organizations, as research centers, technological centers, universities, big companies, etc., are welcome to collaborate in the proposals by subcontracting or even not funded. This is a timeline of the proposal of the open call. The open call will be open till 31st of July. Then there will be an evaluation that I will explain later until at the end of October, and then the applicants will be notified of INGENIOUS decision and the signature of the grant agreement that will be finished by 15th of December. The starting date of projects is the 1st of January, and it's fixed. So this is the scheme that I will use to explain to you how that works. So first of all, there is the SME that must form a consortium. Then the consortium will prepare a project proposal, and then the project proposal will go to the application form. And finally, when the application form is fulfilled correctly, then you must do the submission. All this procedure will be done in the web page. So first of all, I would like to come back here. If you are an SME and you are looking for partners, you cannot find a good partner in your environment, you also have here in the web page a tool of matchmaking. And the matchmaking, you have here the way you can really introduce your data and your ideas of potential projects, and then you will be here in the panel, and other SMEs can go there and contact you later for setting a consortium. But everything is very easy in this process. Then let's imagine that you have already the consortium. The consortium must have one leader SMEs that he will be responsible for the correct fulfillment of the application form and the contact with the INGENIOUS partners. And here in the part of in the web page, you can find all the information of the documents of the guide for applicants, the frequent asked question document, and also the application form that will be easily downloaded in the web page. Some of these questions that I remarked here are incorporated in the guide for applicants. For instance, and doubts about eligible cost, how to apply payment terms, the lump sum justification, the requirements, and how to fulfill the documents. Related to the frequent asked question, we have also this kind of question as what is the definition of talent owner and solution provider? Is there any gender dimension? What are the eligible criteria for SMEs? Are CB curriculum vitae required? Who will evaluate my proposals? All this and a lot of more info you can find them in these documents. Okay, then when you reach the application form, you download this document, and then this is some information that you will have to take into account. There is just one application form per project. So the team, the consortium, will present just one application form. Not each SMEs will present each application form, but just one per consortium. The leader partner is responsible for submission, as I said before. Sorry. So the application form contains general information about the consortium partners, the project proposal, information about project team, the work planning, the budget description that must be filled per SME, the ethics issue, the financial declaration, and partner profile. Most of this information must be fulfilled per SMEs, and then the leader SME must compile all this information and present and submit the application form when everything is correct. These are some fragments of the application form in which you can speak about the project proposal, project acronym, keywords, start date. This is fixed, so it's easy. So 1st of January 2024. The end date should be then 31st of December 2024. More information about the role of each of the SMEs, the country, sector, and then the gaps about the project proposal, innovation level, or some aspects about the project team. Okay, let's imagine you have already finished with the fulfillment of the application form. Then you will go to the web page again, and you have here a place where you have to fill these aspects and then choose file, upload the application form, and finally send it. this application form will arrive to in this case Meta Industry, that is going to be the coordinator of the open call. And again, I here remind you the timeline of the project. So here we are later than the 31st of July because the open call has opened. Then we go to the evaluation. The evaluation, this is the evaluation criteria. We will evaluate the excellence, the impact and quality of the proposals. First of all, we will develop a pre-evaluation from INGENIOUS team. We will check first of all the adjustment and the requirements of the proposal. Let's say if they are eligible proposals or not. The eligible proposal will be pre-evaluated by INGENIOUS team according to the evaluation criteria, the excellence, impact, and quality. And we will shortlist 12 proposals with the highest average score. These 12 proposals will be given to the external evaluators that are going to be independent experts that will evaluate these 12 proposals. Basically, these evaluators cannot evaluate a proposal that comes from the same country. So everything is going to be transparent and really fair. And the applicants will have feedback from the pre-evaluation and also for the external evaluation. And we will have finally a final score that will be accumulative from pre-evaluation and external evaluation. Let's say the highest score will be granted. So we are planning, it's anticipated that we will fund 6 to 9 projects. It depends on the funding available. So when the applicants have the feedback that they are awarded, we will have a reserve list just in case for awarded projects. Then they will have to sign the grant agreement, and then the project will kick off the 1st of January of 2024. Related to the monitoring of the project, each of the projects will have a mentor. The mentor will come from the INGENIOUS team. The mentor will provide a continuous guidance and monitoring. So it's anticipated that we will have 3 meetings, mentors and the consortium. First of all, the kickoff meeting, just when they got the 50% of the funding. After, in the middle of the project, the mentor will have another meeting just to check that everything is nice and to test the good development of the project. And at the finally, we will have another meeting, mentor and consortia, just at the final. So when the project is about to finish. The only 2 documents that are gonna be compulsory to deliver from the group, from the consortium, will be the intermediate report and the final report that will have to be validated by us. So just a reminder that all the grant application will be submitted through the INGENIOUS web only. So obviously we are happy to answer your doubts, and I am here. You have here my contact email address. You are more than welcome to send me your questions. But the application form will be submitted just in the web page. And I think this is all from me. So thank you all for your attention. And if you have any question, now is time. Thank you, Jose Ramon. Your floor is yours again.
Thank you, Azucena. Thank you very much for your presentation. Please stop sharing if you can. And now it's time for questions. So the floor is yours if you want to do any question. Or if not, we have some questions that we have received in the chat, not in the chat, even in the registration form. So in order to warm up the potential new questions, I would like to do the first one to Azucena, and it's about the eligible costs. And Azucena, could you explain something about what are the eligible costs that are included in the in this call?
Yeah. So in fact, it's a frequent asked question here that we have compiled in the document. So eligible costs are direct staff costs, so personnel cost, subcontracting cost. So up to 50% can be subcontracting cost. Other costs like travel or consumables also can be funded. Prototype and material cost also, but however, ineligible costs are, for instance, depreciation cost of equipment or deductible VAT. I don't know if that's answer your question.
Thank you very much, Azu. We have another questions in the registration form that ask us about is there any possibility to get support for scientific research from INGENIOUS? Is it possible to count on scientific research support?
So the research groups can be collaborators in the proposal and can be subcontracted. So yes, they can go. They are not beneficiary as SMEs, but they can be subcontracted by SMEs. Definitely yes.
Thank you very much. In the chat, I think that we have more questions. I don't know if you want to Benjamin, if you want to ask your questions, you can open your mic or turn on your mic and ask or if not, I can do for you.
I can read out my question, no problem. Hello,
Please.
everyone. Yeah, I just wanted to know if there are any restrictions concerning the SMEs, like, for example, there are no social enterprises allowed or maybe no consultants companies, if there are any restrictions concerning this.
No, in principle, no, there is no restrictions in that sense. You can go to the frequently questions document in order to see if you are eligible or not. But I think that you don't have any restrictions for being a social enterprise.
Sorry, I think there is another question in the chat. Juana, can you please post the question or?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, my question was about to which extent is necessary to have SMEs that are coming from different countries.
Okay, so I will go for it. It's not necessary, It's not a requirement, or it's not gonna be more valuable than other one. But we highly encourage this just for give. We think it enrich the consortia, but it's not necessary at all. I don't know if I answer your question. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Susana.
Okay. More questions from the audience? I would like to remind the deadline for submit applications in the project. Remember that the deadline to submit your proposals is the 31st of July at 17 in Central European Time. So remember, we have more than 2 months for preparing good proposals and working on it. So it's your time, but remember, 31st of July is the deadline for submitting your proposals.
I encourage you to use the matchmaking tool in case you don't have a clear consortium already formed. I think it's very useful a tool. So, and also you can contact your cluster, your even Meta Industry or Baltic Net, the four clusters. We are happy to help you in the way in this seeking of partners.
And another question to remark is all the information, all the documentation that you need to prepare your proposals is uploaded in the Ingenious webpage. My colleague Katharina Ulrich has written in the chat the link to access to the 7 challenges and the guide for applicants, the frequently asked questions, and then the tool to submit your proposals on the webpage. So now we are putting again writing it again in the chat. So in this link you can find all the information that you need for have all the information. And the second point is that, as Azucena has mentioned, the fourth cluster that we formed the consortium from BalticNet, Plasmatech, Masovia ICT Cluster, Nano Progress, and Meta Industry 4. We are at your disposal in order to help you to prepare how to address your idea and to look for partners in other countries. If you need this help, we can give you support in this sense.
Yeah, sorry, I would like to, I think I didn't mention it, but please take into account that there will be no a rectification period after submitting your application form. So please use us as to check if everything is okay before submitting the application form. You can resubmit every time you want, but take into account that we will just take a look and check the last one submitted. Okay, so it's important this because there will be, I insist, there will be no rectification period for this in this open call.
Do you have more questions? If not, I can do a lot in your name. So, Azu, what are the TRL expected for activities that to be funded? In which TRL we are putting the focus of the call?
From 6 to 9 TRL, so basically innovation projects, non-research and development projects. So it's more like something that you really can apply finally to the market or a demo or so yeah, innovation projects definitely from 6 to 9.
Thank you, Azu. In the chat, Sonia Saracino has asked us about the matchmaking section. That for now there are only 2 posts. We encourage you to use this post in order to have more offer and demand of solutions and ideas to submit in this call. So we expected to have more. We expect to have more posts and more ideas to share with all of you in order to have as many proposals as possible, applying to the submitting to the call. And the expert tool is related with the other another possibility that another service that the project offer to SMEs, that is the training grants that we will explain next week in the training and internationalization grants on 31st May that, but it will be focused on training, on training offer for SMEs.
Yes, Sonia, for this aspect, if you are really interested, you can contact Katerina Ulrich from BalticNet, and she can explain you better about the pool of experts. Okay, I didn't go into this because I assume it's something that we will be disseminating in next week.
Kate, if you want to say something about, please.
Yeah, maybe just a few words. As Jose explained already, that's a pool of experts or trainers. So this is related to the training grants. I will send you the link for the registration for the Infoday, which Jose mentioned. So Sonia, if you are trainer or expert, you can go to the website and you can fill in the application form, and you can become a trainer or expert on our website. This is a good opportunity for you to, to show your services to all the people who are going to our website. And the matchmaking session, as Jose said already, if you are searching for a partner, or if you have a problem you would like to solve, or if you have the solution, just fill in the application form or the form there, and you will be presented on the website as well. So everything is self-explaining, I think. Otherwise, just contact us and we will help you and guide you. Thanks.
Thanks, Kate. Patricio, we are following the questions in the chat. So, Patricio, you want to ask your question for all the audience, and then I will give you some comments about.
Yes, hello. I just wanted to know,
Hello, Patricio.
with your experience, how many people are presenting projects, like 50, 100, in order to have an idea of the possibility of success, for the presentation?
Can I please just, because I know Patricio, because he is now involved. Well, he has finished one project in our previous European project in Mind the Gap. So he's he has a good idea of how that all of this works. So thank you, Patricio, for joining us. Okay, so as I told you, I cannot anticipate a number for sure. This is quite difficult to say. So I guess no hundreds of application, but we expect to have as much as possible. But because that means that you all have a lot of good ideas and innovative ideas. So I really encourage you to present a project.
Thanks.
In any case, the rates of success of this kind of calls in cascade funding is really high in comparison with other kind of calls. In our experience, for instance, in our previous experience with Mind the Gap projects, the rate of success was around 50%. So one out of two proposals was awarded. So it's a really good success rate. So we encourage you to apply, because probably it's the easiest way to access to this to European funding as a first approach, as we mentioned at the beginning of this presentation. So do it, just do it. Okay. Is there another question, Anna? If you want to ask you for your questions, please do it.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. I was wondering. Well, we were wondering when we read this call. What exactly do you mean by what's the implication of the energy-intensive industries in these cases? I mean, do the projects have to address some kind of like challenge related to them, or do we have to address a specific one or a specific need? Because for this, we would need to know the the whole sector, and maybe that would require more study from our part. I don't know if I've explained.
If you want, I think I can answer you, Anna. Thank you very much for your question. Okay, basically, reading your chat question, I may say it's just it's the area of innovation that we are addressing. Because obviously SMEs highly never are energy intensive industry. So basically, we are focusing the challenge apply to the area of innovation of energy industry, intensive industries, but you don't have to be intensive industry. I don't know if that helps you.
Yes, but I mean, so at least the process or part of the processes of these industries has to be addressed in order to improve some part of their functioning or helping them, as you expressed, towards the digital and green transition. So at least some of the functioning of these industries have to be known by us, of course. So it has to be specifically for them.
Even processes that are intensive in industry, or lines or production, or I think is kind of giving solutions, digital or less technological or green solution to something that happens in this energy industry intensive industries.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
But anyway, you can contact me at any time and we can go further in this question if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Maybe just one comment, Anna. Also, there are a lot of different industries which are related to energy-intensive industries. So if you're not quite sure what is included, we can also send you. And this is not an exclusive list. So I know that there are so many different, from ceramics to glass and water and whatever. So there are a lot of different industries included in this energy intensive industries. So this is not just one direction, but there are a lot of different directions. And actually, as Azucena said, we have these 7 challenges and you have to fit into the 7 challenges. That's yeah, and the overall is the energy intensive industries. But as I said, there are so many different industries included in this energy intensive industries that I'm pretty sure when you talk to Asu, you will find, a way that you will fit into this.
Okay.
You also should remember that you can touch one challenge, but also you can touch more than one. So it's compulsory to focus on one challenge, but you can always, touch one more than one. And but also you will have to justify that on the paper, obviously. But so sometimes it's difficult to really delimit one challenge. Perhaps you can touch more than one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
More questions? Comments? No? I would like to be more precise with some comments that I did at the beginning. I mentioned at the beginning that the training grants will open next week. No, the training grants has opened on 22nd of May. 31st of May will be the time for the Infoday of training and internalization grants. So the possibility to apply for these grants are already open. So if you want to check the information, follow the link in the chat and look for the what kind of the training grant of the training offer is more suitable for you and apply for it. Sonia, would you like to ask your question, or I read for you?
Hello, everybody. No, just I highlight the words already said by Katerina. So if there is the possibility to receive a list of types of industries that can be eligible as end user in the call, that are not directly energy intensive industries, that most likely these industries are large companies. So just to be pretty sure that the companies that we are thinking about are eligible in the call. I'm not sure if I explain better.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I understand your point, because from the beginning we have had this question flying over. Okay, we will think in the team. We will think about this, and if we can do something at respect, we can perhaps manage to add a document to the webpage, or even just send us by email the question, and I can send you some more help by email. Are you happy with that?
Okay, so if I have an idea of a consortium, I can, with the type of companies, I can submit this to you, and you can provide an. Okay.
Yeah, of course, we are happy to help.
Okay, thank you so much.
No more questions? So not, we can finish here. I would like to thank you for the participation, for following up us in this presentation. We want to encourage you to submit your ideas, submit your proposals, to ask us about if you need some help in order to find the right partner that can go with you in your idea. So let us know if you need this kind of help, this kind of support. Finally, as we mentioned at the beginning, as soon as we can, we will share with all of you the presentation, the presentation that we have used in this Infoday, and the link to the video uploaded in our social network. So thank you very much. We will hope you will be interested in participating in this call. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Bye bye.